If you come in much later, can be able to access the recording if need be at any point in time. So basically, welcome guys to this particular webinar. I rarely do this. I think this is gonna be my last webinar ever doing this. Basically this year, because of what I'm going to tell you going forward. Because these are very important and are very significant in crypto, and it's an year that you should not miss out to make some good gains in this industry because from next year henceforth, then it's gonna be brutal in crypto, and you're not gonna see people around, creating content about crypto because it's gonna be an industry that will not be really lucrative as it is right now. We are now at 85, good number. People are coming in real quick, and I believe we can now proceed. So, welcome again, guys, for this particular webinar. This is the 2025 crypto outlook. Basically, we are here to discuss on what to expect this year in the world of crypto because so many things have happened last year and this year we expect so much to happen. Okay, so for those who don't know me, okay, Zoom is bringing me issues. Okay, for those who don't know me or those who have maybe never seen me or are seeing me for the very first time, my name is Arnold Kelvin. I'm an entrepreneur in different fields. I'm a crypto educator. That's what I do at Apex Crypto Academy. I create content around crypto, around finance. I am a crypto investor. I believe heavily in crypto and not heavily. Do you have something like I believe heavily? I believe strongly in crypto rather. And I have invested in crypto. I'm also a bit KOL. What I mean by a KOL is basically a key opinion leader and much more. I can't like put my entire resume here because I'm not doing a CV, anything like that. Okay, so basically, why is crypto being adopted in the world right now? And it's not just being adopted, but it's being adopted on a large scale. And before I proceed, I would just love to understand the kind of audience that I'm dealing with so that I know the extent to which I should go and some of the extent which I should not go. So if you're a complete beginner in crypto, you don't know anything about crypto, you just hear the word, please type 0 on the comment section on the chat. If you are in crypto already, if you have some assets or if you believe you're good in crypto, give me a 1 on the comment section. Let's go. So that I can understand the type of audience that I'm dealing with. I see a 1, I see a 1, I see a 0, I see a 0, okay, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 1, 1, good, 0, 1, on 0.51. Okay, basically a balanced scale because we have some who are in crypto already, some who are in crypto halfway, some who don't know anything about crypto. So now that I know the kind of audience that I'm dealing with, allow me to take a quick rundown of basically what or why we are here today. And let's get started. For those guys who have no clue at all, those guys who have typed 0 in the comment section, basically, what is crypto? And in a layman's language, crypto is basically money. It's just money, okay? But money that is in digital form. Just like we have M-Pesa in digital form, we have the likes of Skrill, Netella, uh, Western Union. The same thing happens with M-Pesa, okay? But now, despite the fact that crypto is basically money, it's also an asset class on its own. It has been appreciating with time as adoption is kicking in the market, okay? However, it's still a very young industry. It has not even attained the age of 18 yet because only 6.8% of the global population is in crypto. And this within a period of 16 years, okay? So it's actually older than, okay, I don't believe there's anyone here who is below 18. But it's actually older than most people that are in the world right now, okay? Basically. So why is crypto considered a good investment? Like, why should you put your money in crypto and why should you come in the industry? Number one, okay, the essence of exponential gains. And this is something that I've always discussed over time. Crypto has the ability to turn your hundreds into thousands and even millions because these things have been happening and they continue to happen in the coming years, okay? in the tune of thousands of percentages. For example, a coin like Fatcoin, within a span of, I think, 3 months or so, it has done almost 25x. That basically means if you are throwing $100, you're now boosting around $2,500. BGB, we saw it moving from as low as $0.04 to where it is right now. It went to as high as $8.5, and they're gonna even surpass that ATH and go to the levels of 10, even $15 on BGB. So it's basically an industry that has been seen in an industry that has proven beyond reasonable doubt that it can actually give some crazy amount of returns if it's done well and if you approach it the right way. Okay. Also, it's a hedge against inflation. When I say it's a hedge against inflation, it basically means that we know the fiat currency is collapsing, okay? The US dollar is collapsing, the fiat currencies are going down, but crypto has always been a hedge against inflation in that it has always been appreciating with time, and it's basically fighting the aspect of inflation. A good example is Bitcoin. Back in the days when it was just starting, the value was pretty much low than even $100, $10. I saw an image somewhere whereby people were being rewarded for winning an event. The first person, I think, got $1,000. Second person got, I think, $500. That person got, I think, $200. Then fourth and fifth position, they got around 25 Bitcoins each. And if you were to convert those 25 Bitcoins right now into the current value, you'd be talking about some crazy amount of money right now, okay? That is why it's basically a perfect hedge against inflation. Something else is that it's basically money, okay? And this is money that you get to spend. Money that you can use to buy something, because we have malls, we have shops, we have retail stores that accept crypto as a mode of payment. So it's basically money that you can basically get to spend. Whoever is drawing those things, APS, with all due respect, kindly avoid drawing those things. And this is why I hate Zoom at times, because with Zoom, someone can just mess you up, put some drawings on your screen, and there's nothing you can do about it. So APS, please kindly erase the drawings that you put on my screen, so that you can have a productive session. APS, I'm unable to remove the drawings, so APS, kindly remove the drawings from the screen. Let's proceed as we wait for APS to remove the drawings. So this is what I basically mean. You see right now here, we have a list of some of the coins that have been doing well over the past couple of months in crypto. And you can see here, these are the top coins by annual gains. We have the likes of Monk, we have Virtual. Okay, Monk is a meme coin, Virtual is an AI meme, an AI token, Turbo is a meme coin, BGB is an exchange token, we have Pepe is a meme coin, SG is another AI, UX link, Ondo, RWA, with a meme coin, Suya layer 2. So you can see these projects have done crazy returns over the past year. And with God's grace, I was able to hold at least 9 of them, 9 out of 10. The only token I missed here, I think, is token number 7. That's the token that I missed, that I didn't make anything from that particular token. So you can see from what we are saying here, the issue of exponential returns. If you understand the industry well and you pick the right projects, you can definitely make something good out of these projects. And this is a statistic that you can actually get if you have any account with BitGet. Just go to your exchange, you're gonna see a pop-up that's gonna give you highlights of your previous year on BitGet and see how you're able to perform, or how you performed rather, on that exchange over that particular duration. So again, we've talked about the aspect of high liquid, in that you can sell your crypto anytime. You don't need a lawyer to sell your crypto. You don't need to go to the lands registrar. You don't need to consult anyone when you want to sell your crypto, okay? Also, at the moment, as we speak right now, countries are actually embracing crypto and securing Bitcoin reserves, okay? Talk about the US, talk about Brazil, Poland, Russia, South Africa, China. They're basically now looking into ways on how they can embrace crypto and have a Bitcoin reserve. Back in the days around 2016, the previous CBK governor, that is, I think, Philip Maten. I don't know why you guys are giving me a hard time in putting some funny drawings on the chat. Let me just see if I can be able to restrict that. Uh, This is a problem with Zoom because with Zoom you cannot be able to have control like what happens in Google Meet. But we move on regardless. So please let's stop drawing those things on the chat so that we can have at least some good time over here. Okay. So we'll talk about the issue of putting some reserves in their holdings. Okay. We saw this thing first happening with El Salvador back in 21. And right now they are sitting on some very crazy PNLs. Robin Ubikeli, very genius guy, thought about the idea a long time ago. Not just thought about it, but actually thought about the idea and then implemented the idea. Okay. And we're gonna see this happening with the likes of US, Brazil, Poland, Russia, and South Africa. And as you all know, whenever the US starts doing something, then the other countries like to copy or basically mimic, okay, what's gonna be done or what the US is doing. So you expect this thing to continue and it's gonna move on to the other countries, which is going to be a very, very positive thing in the industry, okay? Something else that you should definitely look before, or if you should definitely consider, is the issue of diversification. I know guys will tell you, oh, we have money market, oh, buy land, oh, I don't know, go to real estate. They're all good things, but it's always good to diversify your portfolio, diversify your holdings. Have real estate, have land, have money market, have crypto, just be all around, because you never know which industry is gonna save you or which industry is gonna give you some crazy and exponential returns. Okay. And also the other thing on to why you should definitely come to crypto is because of the issue of the different ways that you can use to make money in crypto. We have over 20 different ways in making money in crypto. We have the issue of spot trading, we have buying and hold, we have so many, can't even exhaust that list. If I start mentioning the specific areas that we have in crypto that you can definitely use to make the money. If you're together so far, please give me a 1 in the chat box. If we're together so far, please give me a 1 in the chat box. I see a 1, I see a 1. Good, good, good. Now, this is just an overview statistic of what we have in the world. We have 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be in circulation, okay? Right now, I think we're at 19 point something million against a population of almost 8 billion people. So you can imagine that we don't have enough BTC for everyone. Today, I'm not going back to the history of Bitcoin, history of crypto, because I've seen from the chat that most of you guys are a bit knowledgeable in crypto. But those guys who know absolutely nothing, don't worry, because there's something I have for you at the end of this session, okay? So basically that is how crypto is in a nutshell. And as I've been saying, it's a perfect hedge against inflation, because back in 2010, $5 will get you all these, 1 Bitcoin will get you all these. 2021, $5 will get you something like this, 1 Bitcoin will get you something like this. And in the next years, $5 will almost get you nothing on that cut. And 1 BTC will definitely get you a dream house. Even right now as we speak, 1 BTC can get you a dream house, can get you a dream car, and so much more. Okay. Now, before we jump into the crypto outlook of this year, or basically what we expect to happen in crypto this year, let's do a quick flashback of basically what happened in crypto last year, okay? And the very first thing that happened and was a major breakthrough in the industry was the issue of the spot Bitcoin ETFs getting approved, okay? Who can remember the exact month when the ETFs got approved? Type in the comment section. The month when Bitcoin ETFs got approved. Who can remember the month when Bitcoin ETFs got approved? The month. Someone is saying March. Who can remember the month? September. Oh my goodness. December, February. Okay. February, June. Anyway, we'll revisit that, okay? We have the Bitcoin spot ETFs getting approved early in the month, early in the year, that's in January. And we saw Bitcoin going all the way towards the $40,000 mark, okay? From there, we've seen multiple bills in parliament supporting Bitcoin. And that has been a very major breakthrough as well, because most countries that were actually shunning away from crypto, we've seen bills being presented supporting Bitcoin, embracing Bitcoin, and it was basically a good in crypto. Okay, something else that happened in April, Bitcoin halving took place. I believe most of you know what Bitcoin halving is, and the effects that happened in Bitcoin halving took place. Guys were expecting Bitcoin to skyrocket immediately, but that is not what happens. Manually, please stop drawing those things that you're drawing on the chart. Okay, Bitcoin halving took place. Okay, people were expecting Bitcoin to skyrocket immediately, but that didn't happen because it's a system and there's a way that system works. Okay, those of you who understand how mining works and halving works, you know what basically happens during halving. Okay, from there we have the US elections, which of course ignited crypto debates, and pro-crypto candidate won the election. And on that day, even before the results were announced, you guys saw the markets were reacting. The markets were boiling, altcoins were flourishing, Bitcoin was unstoppable. It's still unstoppable right now because as we speak, BTC is around $102,000. And basically so much happened last year, okay? Something else happened is that Bitcoin crossed the $100,000 mark, which was a historic price because that was the very first time ever that Bitcoin recorded the 6-digit figure. And that's a milestone that has taken Bitcoin 16, not 16, 15 freaking years to achieve. Okay. So it wasn't something to be taken lightly. And it was basically a celebration across all parts of the world. El Salvador, especially, they actually erected a whole Xmas tree mimicking BTC. And so much happened. Okay. Then, of course, several altcoins broke their previous ATH. Something like Solana broke ATH, we saw Sui breaking ATH, and so many other altcoins broke their previous all-time highs, okay? So generally last year was a good year in crypto because so much happened, and most of what happened was basically positive news in the world of crypto last year. Now, let's discuss what we expect to happen in crypto in the year 2025, which is this year. And I believe that is one of the main reasons why you guys are here in this meeting, because you want to understand what do we expect in crypto this year. What are some of the projections that we have, okay? What are the do's, what are the don'ts, and basically, where do we see the market heading in the next coming months? Number one, we expect to see a parabolic phase of the cryptocurrency bull market because the crypto bull market comes in phases, okay? And the last phase is usually the parabolic phase of the bull market. This is now where you're gonna see crazy money coming in the market. You're gonna see crazy excess coming in the market. Okay, when I say excess, I mean the amount of times the money is gonna go up. Okay, for example, if you are at $500, you open your wallet, you're at $3,000. Okay, Likan, please stop drawing those things on the chart. I don't know why Zoom doesn't have these restrictions that you can erase these items, but we'll just move on regardless, okay? So please kindly stop doing those things on the chart, okay? I expect that parabolic phase, and if you can see the chart on your extreme right-hand side, this is basically how the crypto market has always been behaving. It's a cycle that repeats itself after every 4 years. Back in 2013, we had that parabolic phase running, okay? 17, we had the same reply replicating itself. 4 years later, 21, we had the same rally replicating itself. Now we are in 2025. We expect the same thing to replicate itself. That is why I'm saying that we expect to see a parabolic phase of the bull market this year. And it's going to be crazy because things are looking good so far. All the signs, all the signals are pointing towards that direction. Unless something extraordinary happens, which again, I'm going to discuss in this particular meeting. So please make sure you pay as much attention as you can, okay? Something else that we expect this year is what we call an altcoin season, okay? I know this has been long time coming because I've just been seeing Bitcoin rallying, going towards 107, $108,000. But I know some of you, not most, but some of you, your altcoins have not yet moved, okay? I know you bought some altcoins somewhere that have not even moved an inch, okay? They are just there, they are not moving. Some are even declining, they are dipping. And you start wondering, what is the problem? It's simply because you haven't really had that good altcoin season that usually follows towards the parabolic phase of the market. Let me explain what happened during an altcoin season. During this season, we usually have money moving from BTC, and that money is now being distributed to the altcoins because Bitcoin has pumped so much, and now guys are like, you know what? We need to make more money. And from how things are looking like, it's like we can't make more money from Bitcoin. So what do? They look for alternative coins that are the altcoins. So money moves from Bitcoin, comes to Ethereum, then it flows, trickles down to the altcoins. It's like, no, not bottom up. It's like top bottom, okay? Top bottom model. That's basically what an altcoin season refers to. And right now, to be honest with you guys, you can't make as much money on Bitcoin, to be honest, right now, because we're at $107,000. Maybe Bitcoin can get to as high as maybe even to $40,000, 180K. You will have done maybe an 80% or 100% on your money. But on altcoins, you have the potential to even do 100x investment, 50x, 30x your investment, because that is an area that has much potential than BTC. Bitcoin is more of a safe haven than the altcoins, okay? We also expect to see what we call mainstream media and countries adopting Bitcoin. We discussed that already, and I've said that we have some countries uh, that have already declared they're gonna put a Bitcoin reserve, okay? What are these countries that we just discussed? Someone in the comment section. Let's see if you guys have been attentive. We talked about countries that have declared they're gonna put a Bitcoin reserve. Okay, I see Brazil, that's correct. Talked about Brazil, talked about the US, talked about Poland, of course. There's one that is missing, an African country basically, in South Africa, correct, okay? So they're gonna put a Bitcoin reserve. That's gonna bring about more adoption. And you can imagine now if countries start going towards that direction, you can imagine what's gonna happen now to the retail markets or the retail investors, okay? Then we also expect the AI agents to flourish, and AI is going to be one of the biggest narratives this particular cycle in crypto. Because what is meant by AI is that these are crypto projects that facilitate, okay, AI in a nutshell, either by detecting some fraud in networks, supporting the network infrastructure, and so many other things. Projects like Fetch AI, Ocean Protocol, Agix, such projects, okay, they're gonna flourish and they're gonna do very, very well this particular year, okay? Something else that we expect. I don't know where APS left. APS came, drew some funny images on our laptop, and then just got liquidated, I think. Okay. So we also expect to have what we call a surge in meme coins. Okay. You've seen meme coins coming last year. We had Moondet came, did very, very well. Chill Guy came, did very, very well. And so many others came. Okay. So expect to see a surge in meme coins. I remember also the Euro token came during the Euro tournament, did very, very well. We had another meme coin, I think it was called, let me forget the name of the meme coin because there's usually so many of them. So expect to see a surge in meme coins because during such time, such tokens tend to get created every now and then, okay? So many of them are going to come up. So expect to see a surge in meme coins during this season as well. Something else, a fall in BTC dominance. Because we can't have an altcoin season if we don't have a fall in Bitcoin dominance. Money has to move from Bitcoin to Ethereum and trickle down to the altcoins. So, of course, we're going to see a fall in Bitcoin dominance because when Bitcoin price keeps going high, 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 people will now start looking for alternative coins to put their money on. That's going to bring about the fall in BTC dominance, okay? Also, we expect to see what we call increased retail participation. That is now everyone, now every Tom, Dick, Harry, they want to come into crypto because they have seen there is money in the industry. Bitcoin is at $150,000, okay? They want to come and they want to take part in that particular space. That now brings about what we call retail participation. And of course, these are things that we expect to see during this particular cycle. Something else, we expect to see the effects of the Bitcoin halving, which already have started kicking in. When I talk about the effects of Bitcoin halving, we all know what halving basically does, okay? And what halving does is that it reduces the amount of Bitcoin that are going to be released to the economy every single day, okay? And whenever that happens, it brings to about what we call a supply crunch, okay? So we have less supply and the demand is increasing. Usually, the effect of halving are not felt the same year when halving happens. The effects are usually felt the following year after the halving, which is now this year because halving happened last year in April. So you're going to have increased demand, but you have decreased supply. That's going to bring about now what we call the surge in the price of BTC. And you're going to see this very, very soon. Actually, as we speak right now, we have what you call, okay, not really what you call, but rather Bitcoin is at an all-time low on exchanges, okay? Bitcoin reserve on exchanges is at an all-time low. What this basically means is that people are buying Bitcoin and they are taking this Bitcoin out of the exchange and they are putting this Bitcoin into something we call self-custody, okay? What I mean by self-custody is you put this Bitcoin and crypto in a wallet that you have sole control because you have the private keys of that wallet. I believe most of you can relate to what I'm saying, okay? Because exchanges are basically what you call centralized entities, okay? You don't have the private, you don't have the keys to that particular wallet. That basically means that you don't have what? The full control of that particular wallet. And anything can happen to that wallet at any given time, okay? That is why it's very, very important that you should always ensure that you keep your private keys and you keep your assets in a place that you have total control of, okay? So also expect that the effects of Bitcoin halving to be felt these coming year. Now, what does we expect this coming year? We expect institutional involvement to happen in crypto, okay? Already this is happening. Likes of BlackRock are coming in, the likes of MicroStrategy with Michael are coming in, the likes of Fidelity is coming in, ARK Invest is coming in, OpenAI is coming in. Like we have some big banks and big institutions that are now coming to the space, okay? Banks are applying for ETFs, they are filing for ETFs, okay? That's gonna bring now what we call, I don't even know how to describe it because it's gonna be insane, okay? This year is gonna be very, very insane in crypto. Then we expect to see what we call a 4-year cycle again this year. That is why I'm saying that this year is gonna be very, very big and huge in crypto. And as I've said, it's among, I can say this is like the year that if you don't make anything substantial in crypto, just forget about it because you have to wait for another almost 4 years so that you can actually make something tangible, something good in crypto. Because from there, you're gonna go to something you call the return of a bear market. I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, I know it's painful, but at times you have to tell each other the truth. After a bull market, there comes a bear market, okay? Because crypto has what you call a 4-year cycle that has never failed at any given time. We have 3 years of a good uptrend, then we have a 1 year of a bear market, okay? 3 years of a good uptrend, 1 year bear market. 3 years good uptrend, 1 year bear market. So same thing is going to happen. The last bull market was in the year 21, okay? Bitcoin went as high as $9,000, okay? From there, the following year went to a bear market. Bitcoin dropped to as low as $16,000. From there, started now building again, building our portfolios, building on the market, learning the industry, understanding how the space works, and now we are now in the other year, which is now what we call a bull market, which is 2025. This year that we're in right now, okay? From here again, next year, we expect to see a bear market again happening because it's a cycle that has always worked and it will never fail, okay? And that is exactly why even that return of a bear market, I have actually highlighted it in red because it signifies danger. So it's basically you to place yourself such that you don't get caught up in this frenzy because nobody will announce that we are now at the top of the bull market and exit your positions, okay? But of course, those who are in communities, I believe we discuss important things over there. And I know you can always alert each other when you feel we are at the top. But I'll basically give you guys some hints on when we expect to have or when we expect to hit the top of this particular bull market. Also, this year, expect to see a rise of crypto hacking. Crypto hacks basically happening. Exchanges are gonna get hacked. People's wallets are gonna get hacked. Trust wallets are gonna get siphoned. Exchanges are gonna get hacked because there's gonna be crazy money in the space. So hackers, of course, love money. So expect to see a rise of such incidents happening again this particular year. Also, expect to see what you call a rise of crypto mining farms in the US and more volume from the US, especially from the 20th of January this year. Okay? This is why I'm saying this. We all know that we had the pro crypto candidate winning the elections, okay? And he has actually publicly said that he's going to support crypto. He's going to ensure that crypto thrives under his administration, okay? So Trump's going to get sworn in on the 20th of January. It's going to be on a Monday. So expect the markets to react positively on that material day or even before the swearing in day. Because when Trump comes into power, he's going to appoint, or he has already appointed, a pro-crypto cabinet, okay? What that basically means is that Trump is going to ensure that his promises are fulfilled that he made in the elections. And so that's going to be very, very bullish for the space. Let me just play here a short video of Trump making his promises about Bitcoin and once he gets elected in power. So let's listen in just a few seconds. There we go. So just listen in here real quick.
Do not realize that the United States government is among the largest holders of Bitcoin. Does anyone know that? How about that? The federal government is almost 210,000 Bitcoin, or 1% of the total supply that will ever exist. But for too long, our government has violated the cardinal rule that every Bitcoiner knows by heart: never sell your Bitcoin.
That's it. Never sell your Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the most, I can call it right now, it's among the most precious commodities, assets that we have on planet Earth. But that's not enough. Just have a look at, listening to this particular conversation that I had with someone prominent from the US in regards to Bitcoin and Trump and what basically they think is going to happen when Trump comes to power. Listen in.
Retirement accounts. It's kind of like a tax-free where I have money. So I have money in stocks, gold stocks, bought Bitcoin. There's companies that allow me to do that. So I have it in different places.
With Trump now becoming the president of the US, do you think he's gonna live to his promises during the elections and Bitcoin continue to go up? What's your take about that?
It's funny that you say that, because as you asked me to interview, look at my screen there. There's a.
If you can listen into the video clearly, please give me a 1. If you can hear the audio, if it's clear, please give me a 1 on the chat box. The audio is clear. Give me a 1 on the chat box. Good, good, good. I see we are all clear. So let's continue.
You see who that is? That's the nominated Treasury Secretary under Trump, Howard Lutnick. He's CEO of a bank called Cantor Fitzgerald. And he's talking at the Bitcoin conference. So these guys are heavily pro-Bitcoin. So I believe he'll uphold it. And I'm not a Trumper per se. I'm not necessarily a fan of.
There you have it, okay? Trump has already appointed a pro-crypto cabinet, okay? And you know what that means, okay? He's gonna live to his promises, and we expect to see Bitcoin doing very, very well in the coming days, okay? Let's proceed. So for those guys who are doubting crypto, that we might not do well because of ABCD, you are in for a road shock, because all indicators are so far pointing towards a very, very promising side this particular year in crypto. However, we have some potential risks to consider this year again crypto, okay? Number one, regulatory challenges in key market areas or key market zones, okay? US, Canada, China, Russia, those are some of the big economies in the world, okay? If by any chance we have any regulatory challenges coming from those key market areas, then of course you're gonna see some slow growth, or you're gonna see some retracements in the market, okay? However, as things point right now, we don't expect to see any regulatory challenge coming in the market right now, okay? We also expect market volatility. This is not something that is new, because the market goes up, the market comes down. Crypto can never move in one direction, but eventually it's all about timing the market and not timing the market, okay? Also, you have what you call economic uncertainty, because you can never know what's going to happen. Late last year, we saw what happened to crypto in September, okay? The Bank of Japan raised their interest rates. We saw the crypto market crashing. We saw Bitcoin going to as low as $50,000. We saw altcoins bleeding tremendously because of that regulatory challenge or economic uncertainty that happened in Japan, and it spread across the whole world, okay? So these are some of the risks that can happen, but of course, if you check the advantages, they outweigh the risks, and so far, it's basically looking good. Something else, there's a virus coming from China. I believe you guys have seen such things happening in the media, and if this virus happens to be something we call a black swan, then we expect the markets to basically go down and not go as high as we predict, okay? We just hope that this virus is nothing serious, because they're saying it's COVID, like COVID-19, like virus. And if it actually happens to spread across the entire parts of the world, then we might be in for something like what do you call it? Okay, an economic crash. Okay, we just hope that it doesn't get those level. Okay, so what are the potential risks if we have this virus confirmed and then it starts spreading like wildfire across the different parts of the world? It might be a good thing in the crypto space. At the same time, it might be a bad thing. Okay, let's start first with the bad thing. What will happen if this virus spreads? You're going to have what you call an initial market shock, as always, okay? Like what happened during COVID-19. The markets may experience sell-offs because investors react to uncertainty and seek liquidity. People are going to sell their coins because they want to get money in their pockets, okay? Also, people are going to take a flight to safe havens, something like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is always referred to as digital gold, as Michael Saylor always puts it, okay? And it might see increased demand as a hedge against traditional market turmoil, driving its price up, okay? So you can look at it in two dimensions. Either you're going to have an initial sell-off, then people are going to take a flight to what? To safe havens. That is now on the negative side. However, we might have a positive side again if this virus spreads like wildfire to the different parts of the world, okay? How is it going to happen? You're going to have what you call increased retail interest. Why is this? Because economic uncertainty can lead to people to explore alternative investments like crypto, especially in regions where trust in traditional finance systems is low, okay? Which is good for the crypto market, okay? Also, you're going to have what you call accelerated shift to what? To digital. Because when you're going to have this virus outbreak, it could boost demand for digital currencies and blockchain-based payment system, as people want to avoid physical cash and enhance what? Remote transaction. So if this virus actually comes up and it spreads like wildfire, we might see this happening in the industry, because these are the activities that will definitely set the mood for this year in the world of crypto, okay? As it looks, everything is pointing towards the positive direction, but it is not good to leave out the uncertainty and what might happen if such things occur in the market. If you're together so far, please give me a 1 on the chat box. I see APS, you're back. Thank you for removing the funny drawings that you had put in the chat. And yeah, let's move on. I see so many ones. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Now, let's move on, okay? On how to position yourself now in this market cycle, because I know most of you have coins, you have crypto projects, and you want to know how you can basically position yourself well during this market cycle. First thing first, if you are green, if you don't have any assets, if you don't know what crypto is, learn the industry first. Learn and master key concepts, okay? Take note of what I'm saying. Master key concepts. You don't have to go and learn everything in the crypto space because the industry is big. I've been in the space for a very long time and you can never exhaust the industry. It's very, very big. So learn and master key concepts first. Don't you dare do anything without learning. In short, don't skip the learning process, okay? That is number one. Number two, diversification on portfolio. Diversify your portfolios, okay? Major focus on AI coins, okay? Real world assets, that is RWA coins, and meme coins, okay? Focus on those three narratives: AI, RWA, and meme coins, okay? Diversify your portfolio and ensure you have some good holdings on those three narratives, okay? However, on meme coins, you need to be very, very careful on the type of meme coins that you are putting on your portfolio, okay? Because we all know what meme coins are. They all come as a form of a joke, okay? They can either make you or they can break you. So be very, very careful. Of course, you know what to look out for in a meme coin, okay? Look at the supply, look at the community, check the technicals of that meme coin, check their white paper if they have any, look for the holders, ensure that nobody holds a substantial amount of that token, and so many other things that you look out for before you basically put your money on a meme coin, okay? Although we have some solid meme coins, which have proven over time to be meme coins that can potentially make you some good money, like Fatcoin. So what happened with Fatcoin the other day? 25x within 2 months. Good money, good project, still doing well right now as we speak. But guys who are gonna buy Fatcoin right now, yes, they'll make money, but they won't make as much money as those guys who bought Fatcoin much, much earlier. Okay. Number three, very, very critical. Stay informed. Join crypto communities. Very important to stay informed of what is happening in the space because the industry changes. Every single day, something new comes up. So basically, just stay informed. Ensure that you know what's happening in the space. Ensure that you have the updates with you. Know what is happening, why it is happening, when it's going to happen next, so that you can get informed in this market cycle. Because if you stay informed for a very long time, you might buy a coin, have it in an exchange, the coin even gets delisted, and you don't even know that coin X has been delisted from your exchange, okay? So ensure that you are in a crypto community, people who are discussing important crypto matters, okay? Then something else, collect profits as you go up and have targets. Because if you don't do this during this market cycle, then you'll see all your gains being wiped out. Because let me tell you something that's going to happen for a fact. Once you hit the top of the bull market, most of your meme coins, most of your altcoins, you'll see them bleeding. Meme coins can even go down even 70-50%. They're gonna go down to those extents. You're gonna see your altcoins bleeding. You are up $1,000. Your $1,000 now $200, $100. These things happen because you didn't collect profits. There's something I usually like to say on social media about collecting profits. Who can remember? Anyone? Those who have seen me on social media, there's something I usually have to say about collecting profits. And who knows what I love saying about collecting profits? You seeing your profits, and then instead of taking them, you do something. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you guys are good students. Okay. Don't screenshot, okay? Don't screenshot. Collect profits because people usually tempted to take screenshots. You take a screenshot and you're like, hey, I did this trade. I bought this coin. I'm now at $2,000. What do? Take a screenshot. Come back tomorrow. What's happening to your $2,000? It's now maybe $1,000. Next minute, you're at $800 because you didn't collect profits. And you can always collect profits in partials as you go up. Lock in 20%, you go up, lock in 50%. This is something that I've learned myself the hard way, because you fail to take profits, then what happens? The coin that was doing very, very well is now retracing. You didn't collect any profits. Okay, so learn to take profits and have targets. Once you hit your targets, exit. Don't be greedy, because greed will definitely mess you in this market. And you can always use the fear and greed index to basically know when to collect profits. Okay, use the fear and greed index to know when to collect profits. When you are at the extreme greed, the greed zone, kindly don't just screenshot then collect profits. Okay, always use the fear and greed index to know when to collect profits. Okay, something else, always use the DCA approach in buying coins. Don't just buy coins blindly. Don't just put money on you have like $500, you want to buy coin X. Don't just buy that coin with the $500. Okay, use what you call the dollar cost average approach. Buy projects on a schedule. Buy projects using a dedicated or an allocated amount of money. Okay, then something else that is very, very important, because I mentioned about issues of hacking happening during a cycle. It's very, very important to keep your crypto safe. Keep your coin safe. Okay, and usually, I love to recommend cold storage, okay? Ledger wallets. If you know Ledger, you know how they work, okay? If you have anything substantial in crypto, please don't keep that crypto in an exchange, the whole of it, or in a hot wallet, the whole of it. People have lost money on trust wallets. People have lost money on exchange platforms. I like to recommend someone to diversify their crypto holdings. Whatever you have that is in big quantities, okay? Put it in a ledger, okay? The rest you can distribute. KuCoin kidogo, BitGet kidogo, Binance kidogo, Trust Wallet kidogo. But your biggest holdings should always be in your ledger, such that in the unfortunate event that your Trust Wallet gets compromised, your exchange gets compromised, okay? You will not lose everything, because the assets that are on ledger are safe because they are offline and they are in cold storage. Okay, so I recommend Ledger if you have anything substantial. What is substantial? Whatever that you are not comfortable losing is substantial. Okay, people like to ask me what is substantial. Substantial is anything that you're not comfortable losing is considered to be something substantial. Okay, now we've discussed what we expect to happen in this particular market cycle. Okay, talked about the trends in 2025, what we expect to happen. We've talked about the potential risks. We discussed what happened last year, and right now, everyone is like, when will the bull run end? When is bull run ending? When is bull run ending? Already, as we speak right now, we are in a bull market because we are in an uptrend. So already we are in a bull market, okay? But the bull market happens in phases, okay? And the question that I know is lingering on people's mind is, when is the bull run ending? Now, these are my projections, okay? They don't have to be 100% true, but this is basically what I see happening during this particular phase. Bitcoin is gonna get to as high as 150K plus, okay? That is what I'm seeing happening. 150K, between 150K, and even go to as even as high as $300,000, but we have to hit 150K and above, okay? That is on BTC. For the altcoins, you're gonna see most altcoins. I didn't say all altcoins because some will not do well. Some will do well, some will do average, some will not do well. But most altcoins might do a 3 to 100x. Okay? That means your $100 can be $300, your $100 can be $10,000, your $100 can be $5,000, because these things have happened. There's a token that I personally turned $200 to 10, not 10,000. $200 to about $7,000, because it was coming to about 1,000,000 Kenya shillings when they converted now to fiat. Okay, and that was almost how many X's are those? Was it? Can't remember, but I know you moved from $200 to as high as $7,000 on that one token. So it can happen. It has happened and it will happen. Okay? So focus on building your altcoins, not just any other altcoins, but quality altcoins. Okay? That is something else I'm seeing happening. Of course, I'm gonna see some three narratives that are going to be most performing. That is a real world asset narrative and also the meme narrative. I see them doing very, very well. And also the AI narrative, okay? Those are the narratives that I see doing very, very well, okay? So make sure that you have projects that are in those narratives, okay? That is meme narrative, AI, and RWA, okay? And also, as I've said, it's good to diversify. So ensure that you also have other narratives, things like the deepin, the layer ones, the layer twos, the smart contracts. Just have holdings in all those narratives, okay? Then at Q4, I foresee at Q4, you might hit the top, okay? And remember, these are my predictions based on my analysis and based on what I've seen happening historically. If you check the left, the right-hand side, okay, we have what happens in a bull market. This is Solana, okay? It moved from $41.1 to $187. That's a 4.5x gain, okay? Look at Cadena. It moved from $0.3 to almost $1.30. That's a 4.3x gain. Look at Shiba Inu. Moved from 0. something 8 cents, not cents even, I don't even know how to call that value, to that other value. That's a cool 100x. And if you check even on CMC, Shiba Inu has done 1,000,000% since the time it was created to where it is right now. That's why I'm saying that crypto is an industry that is definitely give you those exponential gains and exponential returns that you're looking for in those other areas. If you've made some good money on crypto, give me a 1 on the chart. If you've never made anything, give me a 0 on the chart. Don't get scared. A 1 and a 0. 1, 1. Good, good. 0, 1, 0, 1. Fantastic. That's a great mix-up, okay? Fantastic. Let's proceed. Now, here comes the elephant in the room. Where do I project Bitcoin to hit the top? Or where do I foresee BTC hitting the top? And remember, guys, these are just my prediction based on the analysis that I've seen happening in the market. Before I proceed towards where I'm foreseeing the BTC hitting the top, let's go back to 2015, okay? Where we had the all-time low of around $11. Then the previous cycle, 2017, Bitcoin hit about $19,000. It took about 1,064 days from the all-time low to the next all-time high. And these are very interesting statistics, okay? They usually say history repeats itself. I don't know whether it's going to repeat itself again this time round. Then from 17 to 18, we took about 364 days to go back to the all-time low, okay? From 19K to as low as $3,400, took us about almost a year to hit the all-time low. So please pay attention here because these are very key statistics that are gonna maybe even save you and you don't even know, okay? From 2018 again, from the all-time high, the all-time low, sorry, we took about almost the same amount of days, 1064 again, to hit the all-time high at $69,000. Something interesting is happening here. Is it? I don't understand how even this happened, okay? Again, from 21 to the next all-time low of 2022, took us about 364 days. Almost the same amount of time. I don't know if this is magic or what happening. I just discovered this the other day. And it took us back to the all-time low of $16,000. That is within 364 days, almost a year, okay? Now, go back to the previous all-time low, which was, I think, at $16,000 back in 22. Based on history, if history is to repeat itself, we might see again in the next 1064 days, you might see BTC hitting the top, okay? I won't tell you the month, You go work it out, then have it on your calendar, have it on your projections, and hopefully we're gonna hit the top somewhere along that level. And once we hit that level, I'm out of the market. I'm gonna sell my coins. Then I'm gonna wait for the bear market to come again. Then again, we start building. We start again now, creating again from scratch. Okay, so that's a very interesting metric that you should definitely uh, consider and take proper note of it. So basically, what's going to happen in a bull market? We are already in a bull market as we speak. Number one, the number of crypto holders usually double or even triples because people are going to come to the market. I saw the other day, I was reading an article somewhere. Let me just ask those guys in the meeting. Which country do you think has the highest number of crypto holders globally? Which country do you think has the highest number of crypto holders globally? Russia, no. USA, no. India. Yeah, someone just got it right. That is I don't know who was that. Phoenix, yeah, India. Basically, India has the largest amount of crypto holders. I think almost 98 million people hold crypto in India. I believe it's because they almost have like the highest population in the world. So of course, the number of their crypto holders should, of course, be basically high. Okay, so expect that to happen as well. Already we have a good number of sizable holders in Kenya. Almost 6.7% of Kenyans hold crypto. Most of you are here who hold crypto already. So you're basically upscaling the numbers high. Okay. We also have Nigeria, South Africa, some of the African giants. Those guys who are holding a substantial amount of crypto. Okay. Then everyone comes to invest in a bull market because they are newcomers and they buy at peak. That's exactly what happens. When Bitcoin hits the top, that is now when everyone comes, they want to buy the Bitcoin. Then, of course, what happens? You go to a bear market. Once you go to a bear market, people lose money again. And the cycle keeps repeating itself over and over again. So it's basically something that happens, okay? It happens and yeah, someone is saying you call them the exit liquidity. So they'll come, they'll lose money and you who is here, you should not be part of those numbers that are gonna lose money in this year because it's bound to happen, okay? It's definitely bound to happen. Then, of course, in a bull market, it's all about timing the market and not timing the market. I love to use that phrase as well. It's all about the time you spend in the market and not trying to time the market because it can never work in your favor when you time the market. But if you spend time in the market, trust you me, it will always work in your favor, okay? And as always, we all know crazy money is made by those who prepare early, those who come to crypto early, those who DCA, those who follow the rules, those who select good coins to invest, those who select good narratives. Those are the guys who are going to make some crazy money in the space. Then, of course, everyone starts talking about crypto, even in the mainstream media. You saw it happening already. You saw CNN is talking about crypto, and these things are going to be there time and again. I'm seeing something funny happening on 20th, and Trump is going to get inaugurated. He might maybe pop even a statement about BTC on that day, and you're going to see some crazy charts on Bitcoin. You're going to see what you call a bullish even candle happening on BTC, and it might go up, and then it may never even come down anytime soon, okay? So expect anything to happen under Trump's administration. You saw the guy that I spoke with at ABC telling us about how Trump has appointed a pro-crypto cabinet. You are seeing what Elon is doing with his favorite meme coin. That is Doge. We have Doge and we have Doge. Do you know we have those two coins? We have Doge and Doge. If you are aware about that, give me a one in the chat box. We have two Doge coins. We have Doge and Doge. Good. Okay. We have Doge, the meme coin, the dog themed meme coin, founded in 2013 by a group of people. Then we have the Department of Government Efficiency, another meme coin that has been mimicking Elon and the department that's gonna be running. That is the Doge department. And That's something that can easily give you some 2-3x very comfortably, the Doge project. So go check it out on CMC. You can buy it on Mexi because it's not on Binance, not on KuCoin. You can find it on Mexi, okay? So we expect all that to happen. And as always, I've always been popping up this chart in most of my webinars, and you all know what to expect. You are seeing right now, BTC is trading at around $101,000. It's crazy saying $101,000. Back in the days, I used to say today Bitcoin is at $40,000. Today we are at $38,000. Oh my, today we are at $105,001. So we are right in line with our prediction because it's 25 as we speak. We are somewhere here, okay? So maybe where I'm seeing the top, maybe it might be somewhere around, somewhere here, maybe. Then you go to another bear market, you start building again. And when you get to the levels of even 2030, BTC might even be even above. This is nothing to BTC right now. We might even be above the highs of even $1 million because it's gonna happen. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, but rather it's a matter of when it's going to happen, okay? Bitcoin to $1 million is inevitable. It is bound to happen, okay? Great. I didn't want to keep this webinar too long because I was just giving you guys the insights this coming year. And usually we have two market cycles. We have a bear market, as I've shown you guys, and we have a bull market. And of course, to prepare well for a bull market, you need a combination of the following things. Number one, knowledge. As I've said, if you don't know anything about crypto, make an effort, go learn crypto. Go to YouTube, you can go to Udemy, you can learn about crypto. You can go to, where else can you go? And go to Fiverr. There are so many places that you can basically learn crypto about, okay? Number two, have a diversified portfolio. As I've said, ensure that your portfolio is very, very diversified and well balanced, okay? Number three, understand how the markets work. I've tried to give you guys an insight of basically how the markets work, okay? Then research and have analytical skills, know how to analyze a token. Don't just come and buy any random token. And even if someone asks you, why did you buy this project? You have no idea. You're saying it had a fancy name. Then someone asked them why they bought a given coin, and the response was, it had a fancy name, okay? Don't buy a coin because it has a fancy name. Have those analytical skills, okay? Number five, practice risk management. Very, very important. If it's a trade, have a stop loss, okay? Know how to allocate your capital. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your holdings. As I've told you guys, don't have all your crypto on one exchange. It's Binance, it's Bitget. Don't ever make that stupid mistake. And I'm saying it's a stupid mistake. What will happen to you if your Binance goes down? What happens to you if your Bitget goes down? Diversify. Put your biggest holdings on cold storage, okay? The ones that have the biggest value. Put them on Ledger. The others spread across different exchanges, different wallets. Have some on Binance, some on Bitget, some on KuCoin, such that in the unfortunate event something happens to one of your wallets, then you don't lose everything, okay? So don't be a stupid investor, okay? Something else, have knowledge on all crypto areas so that you can know where to focus on. Have knowledge on buying and holding, have knowledge on portfolio, have knowledge on trading, have knowledge on staking, have knowledge on masternodes, have knowledge on copy trading, have knowledge on cloud mining, have knowledge on all the areas. Be an airdrop hunter, be a meme coin trader, learn how to navigate the world of DeFi so that you can have an area of specialization in crypto, okay? Have an investment strategy. As I've told you guys, always go with the dollar cost average. You will never go wrong with DCA, even on a bull market, okay? Number 8, have awareness of global events. I've told you guys, make sure that you are in a crypto community, whichever it is, okay? Telegram, WhatsApp, whichever it is, just make sure you belong somewhere, okay? Knowing who and what to follow. Don't just follow anyone, okay? Know who you're following and why you're following that particular person, okay? Have decision-making skills. Do I collect profits? Do I screenshot? know and have decision-making skills, okay? Then as always, keep your crypto safe. I've told you guys how to do this multiple times. I don't expect anyone here to lose crypto out of their stupidity again by having all your assets in basically one platform. And finally, as I wind up, because as I've said, I didn't want to keep this webinar that long tonight, okay? Because this is going to be my last webinar basically this year. Don't expect me to do any webinar again this year, okay? So, why is the market very bullish this year? Number one, the 4-year cycle, as I've said, and the post-halving effect, okay? Halving is gonna be there, 4-year cycle is happening, so you expect the market to be very, very bullish. That is number one. Number two, a pro-crypto candidate won in the US elections. I've discussed that already in detail, and I've said what might happen on January 20th, okay? He might just throw in a statement about Bitcoin. The markets will react positively, okay? Number three, you're gonna see ETFs emerging from every corner of planet Earth. See, banks are gonna file for ETFs. I've seen some Solana ETFs being applied for somewhere. I've seen some Chainlink ETFs. I've seen so many ETFs being filed. So we expect to see this trend continue, which is very, very bullish for the whole space, okay? Something else, Bitcoin supply is draining fast on exchanges, which is alarming because, as I mentioned earlier when we were starting, Bitcoin supply is now at an all-time low on exchange platforms, okay? All-time low. Someone is asking what are ETFs? Basically, ETF stand for what you call exchange traded funds. These are, I can just compare them like shares in that you want to buy Bitcoin, but you don't know how to buy Bitcoin. So what do? You approach a company that's a fund manager, something like BlackRock, Hack Invest, and then you give them money, they buy Bitcoin on your behalf, and they keep it safe in their self-custody. So what you have is Bitcoin, but you don't have the actual Bitcoin. You have a share of that Bitcoin. Then when Bitcoin, of course, goes up, you're going to get money, of course, when they sell. When Bitcoin goes down, of course, you also take the losses. And that's the easiest way to explain an ETF. And ETFs are good because they help in bringing in volume on the market. Because when Bitcoin ETFs got approved on January last year, we saw Bitcoin pumping to as high as $40,000 from the lows of 20K, went to as high as 40K, and since then, we never looked back. Gary Gensler was the person who was basically handling crypto, had a very big fight, lawsuit with SEC, Ripple, and eventually Ripple won the case. XRP bumped significantly. We saw it the other day going to as high as even $3. And I remember saying publicly that I sold all my XRPs, bought an AI project, doing very, very well right now. XRP is dumping, my AI project is doing well. And that's how basically you diversify your portfolio, okay? Take profits from coin X, buy coin Y that you think has the potential to give you some good returns, okay? As I've said, Bitcoin supply draining on exchanges. Where is it going? It's moving from exchanges into cold storage because people are keeping their cryptocurrencies safe. And finally, I expect to see also global adoption and use cases coming in the crypto. We talked about governments building reserves on BTC, talked about the US, talked about China, talked about Poland, Brazil, Russia, and so many others are going to follow suit. Of course, El Salvador is leading. They have a crazy P&L right now as we speak. And Bukele was a smart guy, a genius, yeah, as per se. I saw the other day in the EU Parliament, a given lady was saying that, I don't know, 3 years ago across the Atlantic Ocean, basically describing what El Salvador basically did on that during that duration. Great. So if you've learned something, give me a one on the chat box. If you've learned something before I wind up, if you've learned something, before you take your questions, rather, basically. See a one, I see a one. That's dope. That's dope. So you have the insights, you know what to expect right now. And as I wind up, if you're not yet in crypto, okay, or still not well informed, the best thing to do is to learn from the various avenues that we have. I've talked about, you can go to YouTube, okay? Watch tutorials about crypto. They might be confusing here and there, but you'll basically figure it out. Okay, you can go to Udemy, you can buy some courses on Udemy, you can learn from Udemy. You can also, where else can you go? You can go to, basically, we have so many avenues. Or if you want, you can even come to Apex. We're still doing crypto lessons, crypto classes, but I've decided to do something a bit different this year because of what I've said. We've talked about the issue of the bull market coming in and the bear market coming later on, because what we've been doing at Apex basically is having a very intensive program that incorporates all areas of crypto from the very basic to the most advanced. But I decided basically, or we decided rather, to downgrade, not really downgrade, but to narrow the scope of what we've been doing basically, because I've been doing this for a while right now, and I've realized that whatever that we give at Apex, people don't really focus, or they don't even practice everything that we teach at Apex. So we decided to focus on the most important elements of crypto, or to focus on the money part, and not to give everything about crypto, and yet you realize that people don't practice all that is being taught in the academy. So we came up with another program that, or another service that you're offering at Apex. So if you are here and maybe you want to learn crypto, this is what we have for you guys right now. We have a new program at Apex Crypto Academy. It's basically a crypto crash program that's gonna take 3 weeks from what we had initially, because what we had initially was taking about 7, 8 weeks sometimes, but we've decided to narrow it down to focus on the most important elements. And these are things that you will definitely practice in the industry, because we've been doing so much of SMC, we've been doing so much of ICOs, pre-sales, IDOs, and people don't really focus on those things. In fact, people don't even practice those things. So we decided, why can't we like cut down or remove what people don't really practice and then focus on what people practice, so as to give more value and more detail. So if you want to learn crypto again and you're here and you need this information, here it is, okay? We have a new program. It's called the Crypto Crash Program. That's gonna be taking 3 weeks. I think we'll do this this year until once we hit the top of the market, we'll stop doing this again, and then we see the way forward. Okay, so this is what we'll be having henceforth. We have the basics, of course. It's basics. It's basic, advanced. No, basic, intermediary, and advanced. And what you have included on that poster is just like not everything. It's just like to describe what you shall be doing. And yeah, that is what you have. So if you need this, or if you're interested, reach me out. My number is on the description. Whoever is taking those ticks, I don't know if you are preparing for the bull market, or I don't know what you are doing. So yeah, let me take some questions from you guys before we call it a wrap. So let's see who goes first. So if you have a question, feel free to lift your hand up. I'm gonna unmute you, and then let's see what you have. So let me see here. Any questions before you call it a wrap? When will the bull market end? Macau Junior. I think I've discussed this already. Macau, maybe you are not in here, but I've discussed this in detail. Not really when it will end, but when I project the bull market to be ending. I have discussed that. It's gonna be around Q4. And I gave some very interesting statistics on what has been happening in crypto over the past couple of months, years rather, cycles. So you have the answer already with you. So any question, if you have a question, okay, feel free to raise up your hand if you have a question, and then I'll be able to unmute you. If you have a question, okay, let me just read them from the chat. Okay, we start from here. There are so many of them. Okay, let's start from, okay, oh my goodness. There are so many. Okay, we start from here. What do you say about Altcoins? I saw verification of passports. Please don't dwell so much on free stuff. because Altcoin it was a good airdrop. The value was very, very good, but right now Altcoin has really dropped significantly. They're having lots of issues. They got sold in South Korea. Verification is not happening in African countries unless you go to countries in South America. So Altcoin right now might not be a very good project to invest in, but if you still have the app, keep claiming the grants, keep getting the free money, but don't put your money on Worldcoin. You have better projects than Worldcoin. It might do well, of course, because it's in the AI narrative, but we have better projects than Worldcoin. Okay. Apex Ikuzote, thank you so much. Please talk about Trump's sentence on 10th. It won't be that effective. He will not he can't go to prison. Of course, it won't have even a major effect on the market because right now we will have started seeing the signs. So we don't expect so much to happen. We might have some volatility, of course, but of course, not so much as what has been happening when CZ got sentenced and other top crypto influencers. Which Doge do you recommend? What is its logo? It's called Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Okay, you're gonna hit $1 soon. What kind of airdrops do you recommend? If it's airdrop, I recommend go for the retroactive airdrops that involve you interacting with the blockchain, because we have different kinds of airdrop. As I've said, we have what you call the standard airdrop. We have what you call the retroactive airdrop. We have also what we call I'm forgetting the types of airdrops. There's so many of them. Standard, retroactive. I'll remember the other one. So go for the retroactive. That involves you basically doing tasks, and not just doing tasks, but also involves you interacting with the blockchains, and then you're gonna get the airdrops. And as a rule of thumb, when taking part in the airdrops, always ensure that you use a separate wallet from your main wallet with airdrops. Okay. How much does it cost? The crash program goes for 100, and let me just do the calculations, and I can give you guys the actual figure. I don't want to guess. It goes for $115 as at now. $115 for 3 weeks. We've narrowed it down from 7 weeks to 3 weeks. As I've said, we've gotten rid of what I feel people don't practice and decided to focus on what people really practice and focus more on the money part, where people are going to make the money, not too much knowledge that you won't even put into practice. Things like ICOs, they are not happening right now in detail. I have a question. When Bitcoin hits its all-time high, it's advisable to sell all the BTC someone, then wait for it lower in the bear market so as to buy afresh again. It depends with your goals. You see, Bitcoin is more of a long-term asset. You can sell off, then you can maybe buy it back when the price dips. Okay. If you are a hodler and you are waiting for $1 million, you can just leave your Bitcoins there. Of course, it won't go down to 80, 90, 70%, but be ready to grace some retracements. Okay. So it depends with your goal. You can sell it off, or you can sell partials, then leave what you call a moon bag as we proceed. Okay, so you can do either of that. Talk about Trump. I've talked about that. When the bull market end, we discussed that. Any coins you can recommend? I've already recommended some of these projects. I've talked about the AI projects, Fetch, Agix, talked about some memes, some RWAs as well. When is the class starting? 13th of January. That is exactly a week from now. Okay, all the details are in the poster on your screen. Are we expecting any corrections in prices? I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have major retracement, because right now the markets are warming up to Trump being sworn in. So I don't see any corrections happening. The correction that happened took place in December during the Christmas period. We saw Bitcoin going to as low as $89,000. It did what you call a dead cat bounce. A dead cat bounce, whereby the price just comes, tap that region, and then the price just goes back up. Okay, that's what you call a dead cat bounce. Okay. Next question is okay. I've lost track of these questions. Let me come here. Okay. Correction. You mentioned Dogecoin in the CMC. There's three. What's the logo? I've given the full name. It's called Department of Government Efficiency. Okay, Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. That is the Dogecoin that I have been talking about. Department of Government Efficiency. And also you can check the other Dogecoin. Okay. What do you think about Ethereum layers 2s? They are good projects because they usually scale up what is already on layer 1. They act as scaling solutions, and most of them are doing very, very well. So it's also something that you can consider putting it in your portfolio. I've answered Flo's question. Is tax better as an alternative on the Bitcoin network? Maybe in terms of fees, okay? I believe we're talking about SATs. I believe it's SATs. Maybe in terms of fees, but in terms of anything as an alternative, it's all about fees. Network is all about fees. You're basically considering the network that has the lowest fees when you want to do that particular transactions. How do you spot a nice projects? It's basically mostly on the tokenomics of the project. Look at the supply, look at the holders, look at any future token unlocks if they have any, look at their community, look at their white paper, and so on and so forth. Most importantly, look at the supply, the market, the circulating supply versus the total supply. They should almost be somewhere close. Don't buy a project that has so many tokens that have not yet been released, because you're gonna be in for it if they do that. How much is the cost for the 3 weeks? $115 as at now. Can you make a living doing crypto? Yes and no in this way. Crypto is more of long term, okay? I'll give an example. In January, okay, you have something like $1,000. You buy something like Solana, it gives you some good returns, okay? You've made money, but it has taken you some time to make that money. That is one way. The other way is through maybe the art of trading, okay? That is basically either spot trading or futures trading. But don't do that unless you're very good at it, okay? So crypto is mostly long term. It's more of an investment, okay? It's not something that you want to come and you have a daily target that today I'm going to make $100 every day in crypto. You can't do that unless you are trading. Even if you are trading, you're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. So I personally consider crypto more of an investment, okay, that can give you some good returns, that if you plan yourself well, you can be able to make a living out of those returns. But remember, this is not money that you're making on a daily basis. It's money that you're making over a given period of time. So I'll recommend have crypto as something extra that you're doing, and not something that you're doing primarily to make a living. Because personally, I don't do crypto alone, okay? I do other things, okay? But crypto is there more of long term. It's more of an investment. It's like an asset that you're basically holding. Something like BTC, Ethereum, Solana. These are assets that you're holding, which will give you money. But remember, it is not money that you are getting on a daily basis. Hope you're clear on that, Meiko Arui. What's your advice about leverage trading during this bull run? This is what I can tell you. You can open some few positions, go in with some very low leverage, not above 3x, 2 to 3x leverage, okay? And yeah, that's what I can tell you, okay? Go in on some, using some very low leverage. 2 to 3x is conservative. And don't long when the market is doing good. Wait for a retracement, wait for the market to go down, then you can enter those long positions, okay? That's my advice. Which coins seem to perform the best in 2025? I can't pinpoint the exact coins, but I've pinpointed 3 narratives: real world assets, AI, meme narrative. What do you have to say about Pi? I have nothing to say about Pi. I don't like it. It has been there for many years. They have never launched, and I can consider Pi as a waste of time. What are some of the recommendations on the tokens one should focus on this bull run? I've talked about that. How can one join your communities? Very simple. Just go through the academy. Once you go through the academy, you get a direct path to join the Apex Crypto community. Are we expecting any correction in prices? I've talked about that already. Can you bless us with a nice project? I've done that already, Hami. What do you think about Supra Layer 1 launched a few months ago? To be honest, I haven't looked at it, so I don't want to give a verdict that I don't have full information about, but I'll have a look at it. How do you trade tokens, and is it risky? You trade tokens on DeFi, that is decentralized finance, okay? That is the likes of Uniswap, the likes of UCSwap, the likes of PancakeSwap, the likes of Radium. That is how you trade tokens. You trade them using something called a contract address, whereby you buy a token before the token gets listed on exchanges. Is it risky? Yes, of course. It can go either way. It can either go up, it can either go down, but timing is everything, understanding the market is everything, and don't just buy any random projects. There is one I bought the other day, forgetting the name. It did so well, still doing well as right now as we speak. So it's all about getting the right projects, okay? Can I pay the cost with crypto? Of course. Just send us a WhatsApp message. You'll get either the wallet address, and you're gonna send either USDT or whichever crypto that you want. Do you think BTC will retrace until roughly 70K? We might not, because what I'm seeing happening in the bear market, I don't see Bitcoin like dropping that much. Yes, 70K is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but I don't see Bitcoin dropping that much. It might come the levels of 70-something thousand dollars thereafter. Big possibility, but again, remember, we have countries putting their reserve on BTC. So we might not even drop on BTC. Altcoins might drop, will drop definitely, but Bitcoin is basically a safe haven. So you can even consider converting your profits into BTC so that you're not really affected that much by that volatility. Give us some discount. That program is already discounted as I speak, and unfortunately, it can't be discounted further. Have you ever ordered Ledger on their site? I am an official Ledger distributor in the Republic of Kenya, so I get my ledgers directly from Ledger. Is XRP going to pump to $100? Forget about that. In your dreams, can never happen, will never happen. Please discuss briefly how you choose good crypto coins to trade on futures, and maybe share some pro futures trading tips. Number one, technical analysis is key if you want to trade the futures market, okay? Trade the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, okay? Consider strong POIs. What I mean by a POI is a point of interest. Trade order blocks, trade FVGs, trade wicks. Those are good trading POIs. Number three, always check the economic calendar before you start trading. Avoid trading events like OFOMC, no, CPI news, NFP, avoid trading such volatile news, okay? Master one trading pair and trade it for the rest of your trading career, okay? Then have a trading plan. Don't just jump in the market because you want to take trades. Have a trading plan. Hope you're together, Paul King. We have a trading program as well at Apex. If you want to learn about how to trade, we have an advanced trading program at Apex. Which website do you check info about a coin, like checking the holders and the community? We call them crypto aggregators. We have CMC, we have Livecoin, we have CoinGecko, we have Dex Screener, we have Dex Tools. We have so many of them. All of them can help you in analyzing a token correctly. Any info about Ruby Network? At the moment, I don't have any info because I have not yet interacted with that network. Do you follow up on crypto total market cap? Of course, that is what will dictate the price of the coin. If the market cap is $1 million, move all the $10 million, that's a cool 10x on that particular project. So market cap is key. Market cap is very, very key in any given project. How do you get market cap? CS times price gives you the market cap of the project, okay? Can you talk about Gene Network on Layer 2 project launching on March 15? To be honest, guys, we have tens, hundreds of projects launching every single day. So you can't know all the projects that are launching, but I'll have a look at it. I have not researched about that project so far. Why does BTC always remain at the top? Because BTC is king. It was the very first crypto to be created, and all the other cryptocurrencies are trying to do what Bitcoin has been doing for the past couple of years. So BTC is king. It commands a market cap of more than 50% of the whole crypto market cap. That means even if you collapse all the other cryptocurrencies, they cannot match what BTC is in terms of market cap. What's your take on Suicoin? It's now overbought. You can wait for a retracement, then you can get in because it's a very, very good layer. Is there a possible sweep of liquidity before Jan 20th? I don't think so, because right now expect the fear and greed index to go in the upward direction. Have you ever been wrecked? Wrecked? No, I haven't been wrecked, but I have been rug pulled before. I got rug pulled some time back. We bought a coin that did us dirty individually. Okay. Is Mode a good AI agent coin? Definitely. Do you give crypto investment calls in your group like you did with BGB? Of course. How can I be doing that outside and yet I'm not doing it on the inside? In the training, are you going to train everything, whether sport, futures? How can I? Of course, Ruth, all that will be included in the crash program. Do you think Bitget was manipulating BGB and pumping it to lure buyers before the ban? Not really. That was what you call an organic growth for BGB. Okay, so nothing like liquidate manipulating. It was basically organic growth because BGB has been there for a while. It didn't just start growing the other day. BGB has been growing organically. It's only that right now you guys are seeing the price is very, very high and you're like, oh, this thing is being manipulated. No, BGB has been having organic growth for quite a while right now. Is BGB going to get to $100? I don't think so. That's being over optimistic. Have you ever gotten liquidated? Definitely when I was starting futures, I was being liquidated before I knew how to avoid that. What's your take on Shiba Inu? How do you see its performance this bull run? Shiba Inu was the coin for the last cycle. This cycle, I don't expect Shiba Inu to do that much. It might do well, but it might not do that much because you have so many good meme coins that have now overtaken Shiba Inu. If you're a beginner who hasn't joined crypto, should you wait for the bear market or one should join now in the bull market? Wilson Kamau, I think I've really discussed this and I've said that if you don't make anything in crypto this year, you need to wait about 4 more years to make something substantial. So you still have a chance because we have not yet started the alt rally. So we still have a chance to make something good this year or this cycle rather. What's your take on Foxy on the linear ecosystem? Unless I check the metrics, I have to check on that because I don't have the metrics with me at the moment. How about Lion Network? Very good RWA token. It's on my watch list. It's on my portfolio. It has been doing us justice and expect it to do more. Floki, good meme coin on the BSC network, has been having some major partnerships. They want to produce their own debit card and they are doing on very, very well. Okay, so Floki, it's a good one. How much does the ledger cost? We have two ledgers. We have Ledger Nano X that goes for 35,000 Kenya shillings. We have Ledger Nano S Plus that goes for 25,000 Kenya shilling. The difference is that X has Bluetooth capability, while S Plus does not have Bluetooth capability. All ledgers are delivered on the day you order and payment is done upon delivery. Payment on delivery. And if you don't know how to set it up, we help you. We set it up together, we transfer coins there. And once you are satisfied, that is now when you exit. Will Sol flip ETH? It might flip ETH because Sol has really been an Ethereum killer. So I can't be surprised if Sol flips Ethereum, okay? Take on Sol. Sol is a very powerful project. It has been destroying Ethereum because Sol came to fight or to counter Ethereum in terms of the issue of gas fees, okay? So Solana, very, very beautiful project. Guys, I think we can stay here up to 12 midnight because your questions are simply not ending. I've tried to answer as much as I can. Let me just answer these more questions before we call it off. Okay. What's your take on Solana? We discussed that. Your take on API 3. API 3, I won't lie, I haven't checked that project, so I would give my sentiments about it right now. Same applies to Clearpool. I haven't checked on it. Is Sui a Sol killer? I don't think so. Sui is Sui, Sol is Sol. Different projects doing different things, so it might do the levels. Okay, it might try to outdo Solana, but Solana is so powerful because Sol alone is running so many projects on the meme narrative. So Solana cannot, or Sui rather, cannot give Sol a run for its money. Take on Ton, powerful Telegram project, and it's actually undervalued as we speak right now. So Ton is a good project, and I expect Ton to do good. What of Dot? Dot, to be honest, they don't have any good use case right now. It's really it's rallying from its past glory. That is what Dot is doing right now. So that's it for Dot. Take on Fatcat. It's an meme narrative, so you know how to play the memes. So just treat it as it should be treated, as a meme. You've mentioned that you don't see retracement now as we gear up for the Trump elections. Not elections, but sharing it rather. Where will the good POIs came from along the bull year 25? How do we DCA? Okay, this is what I said, Doreen. As we head towards the 20th, personally, I don't see any major retracements. You might have a few retracements here and there, but of course, not that major. After 20th, expect gates to collect profits from the market. Expect the market to retrace a bit. You're going to get those good entries. You're going to get those good POIs, okay? So I don't expect us to have major retracements before 20th. After 20th, we can have those major retracements. And I think that summarizes it all, okay? Is there going to be a bearish before 17th Jan? I have answered that to a fuller. Fetch AI, perfect. AI project together with Ocean, Agix, they are all one and the same thing. It is fat coin, not fat. Yeah, it's a meme. So treat it as you treat other meme coins. Okay? Will the FTX saga affect Sol negatively? It did affect Sol negatively long time ago, and right now it can't do anything to Solana as we speak, because back then they were using, FTX was holding a lot of Sol tokens. So when they went down, Sol really trembled. Went as low as even $8, $9, but Sol recovered because, you know, Sol is Sol. Where will you post this educational recording? I don't think I'll post it, but I'll see about that. Fatcoin fatting all the way to $10 soon. We'll see about that. Why is it safe to buy coins on pre-sale and how to avoid scams? That is something that now we can't discuss here because it's in detail, but we'll discuss it, of course, in our crash program. If the ledger is lost, can one access the assets again with another one? Of course, because you have the recovery phrase, you have the secret phrase, so you can always recover your assets. Your take on Gala, perfect gaming token, together with the likes of Axie Infinity. It has been doing a good run. You might hit the previous ATH on Gala, so it's a good pick. What about Dia? Dia, I won't lie. I have not analyzed the token Dia, so I can't give my sentiments on Dia. Sui, I've talked about it. Is ICE an altcoin? Any other crypto apart from Bitcoin is an altcoin. Share on registered emails. I will figure that out on how I'm gonna share the recording. Your take on Render, perfect project under the AI network. It hit almost, it broke the resistance that it had been facing recently, and we are up on a good run on Render. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for attending. I have answered all your questions. It has been dope having this session with you. I believe you guys have learned a thing or two. If you've enjoyed the session, give me a thumbs up in the chat. That has been very interactive. Yo, that has been awesome. If you've enjoyed the session, give me thumbs up in the chat. That was a good catch up as well. And yeah, so that's it. We have the insights. You know about our new program now at Apex. We don't do it 8 weeks again because it's cumbersome on my end as well. It's very, very cumbersome. And I realized people don't practice everything that you teach them. So we decided to focus on the most important elements of crypto. So thank you so much, guys, for attending. See you at Apex in class. We're starting on not November. We're starting on January 13th, and we are planning to have a meetup. I think we'll do a meetup in February. Okay, I'll give the dates when I'm gonna have a meetup exclusively for Apex crypto community. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. See you in class and have a lovely night. Everyone, can you offer me a free pass to the academy? Send me a WhatsApp message and tell me why you need a free pass. And then we might see what will happen from there. Okay? Yeah, so that's it, guys. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll definitely see you around. Good night, everyone. Good luck. God bless you all. Bye bye.